Ed is a survivalist. He came to the jungle like he was coming home, eating sugar-rich guavas, chewing on a protein-rich red-tailed tarantula, eating charcoal-grilled mice, even caught a 2.5-pound catfish in a trap. Keeping a fire and eating fish is hardly like survival. This time Ed traveled to Guatemala, South America, still without food, without survival tools, only with their hands. The challenge of survival for 10 days. A brief survey of his surroundings revealed that he had been dropped onto a sandbar in the center of the river. Not only are there crocodiles nearby, but jaguar footprints have been found on the ground. Staying here is a death wish. Ed must leave the sandbar immediately and head for the forest across the river. Successfully swim to the other side. The most important thing right now is to find a water source, and without a map or compass, Ed plans to climb to the top first. He climbed the steep, wet trail for 2 hours before finally reaching the top and discovering the lake. Ed decided to set up camp here. What I didn't expect was a large crocodile in the center of the lake. This was very disturbing to Ed, but it also showed that the lake must be very rich in fisheries. He decided to head towards the lake, passing a small stream on the way, which he surprisingly drank straight from without filtering or boiling. Upon reaching the lake, Ed began to build the shelter. Considering the vagaries of the weather here, he planned to build a sloping roof and gathered some vine manes from the neighborhood to use as ropes and some palm fronds to lay over them for the roof of the shelter. The setting up of the camp was still not completed until dark. It was now too late to build a fire, and to make matters worse, there was thunder in the sky, so it was impossible to rest tonight. The next day, the first thing Ed did when he got up was to put the materials for the fire out in the sun to dry, then to finish the final laying of the roof. With that done, he was ready to start the fire, making a bow drill out of rattan man. Perhaps the wood was too wet, and after rubbing it for quite a while, there were no sparks, and by this time it was raining from the sky. All he could do was to put his tools back in the camp and proceed to starve. On the third day, Ed hadn't eaten anything yet, so he had to give up on making a fire for a while and start looking for food. He finds some guavas on the ground. He picks one up and puts it in his mouth. The sugar in it is what he desperately needs right now. Continuing on, he found a Mexican red-tailed tarantula on the ground. Of course, Ed would not let it go. This is a rare protein. Ed returned to the campsite and started to continue to build a fire. The wood after the sun has been dry enough. It's not long before sparks are flying, and then the tarantula on the fire, charcoal grilled, broke off a thigh and tasted it, and it tasted similar to the taste of chicken.